What's up, guys? I had a request for a bait fishing video. Bait fishing is something I do so much of I don't really think about it anymore. This is the St. Croix panfish. I love this little fishing rod. It's 5 foot, ultralight, 4-pound test. Makes bait fishing about as fun as it can be, you know? You gotta have your bait. Gotta have these in case that hook gets stuck in their face. And then this is the little tackle pouches from Bait Up. In here I have pretty much everything I need. Got some little size 14 trebles, some split shot, and some floats. For a long time I used little J hooks, and then after I quit using them I started using little circle hooks, and they all worked, but even the circle hooks would get swallowed, and of course any hook's gonna get swallowed sometimes. But you know, I found that switching to these tiny little treble hooks, even though you'd think they'd swallow them more, they really don't swallow them, and you can kind of snag them a little quicker. I've been fishing with the same treble now for, I don't know, all this season, so you know, who knows how many bluegills I've caught on that thing, but have had zero issues fishing with the treble. So you know, if you're fishing with little J's or circles, try a tiny little treble hook like what you'd use for trout fishing. I mean, this is it. This is literally what I throw in my pocket when I'm going bait fishing. Just float, split shot, and tiny little treble hooks. And it's really convenient in this thing too. And then the way I rig up is float, little split shot, little treble. So you're just gonna take a tiny little bit of Nightcrawler, stick it on your treble hook. That's it. And you can see, you know, hopefully you can see here, where that treble just kind of hooks them right there. And then, once I get them, have my little angle bait cooler. This is only the 7.5. I do also have the bigger size, but I like to carry this one with me. Put a bunch in here, turn on the aerator. Whenever I get too many for this one, I move them into the bigger one in the car. So then once I get all my bait, I bring it back here to the warehouse, put it in I have a living stream bait tank, which is really what I need for running the business. It would be overkill for a lot of people. Before I had this, I just used a big like feeding trough with some filters and stuff in it, some pumps. It worked really well. But I like this a lot. It does good for me. So these are the angles that I transport in. This is the smaller one that you saw in the video earlier. This is the bigger one. This is great. I mean, you can take this out on the boat with you, and you know, your gills and bait will live in here for hours and hours and hours, but it's really heavy to carry. So I do not like to run around the bank, you know, catching bait, lugging this thing around. So I take the little one, I leave the big one in my car. While that's in my car, because it gets really hot, I do, you know, freeze some water bottles. I always like to float a few of those in the water, and keeps the water from getting too hot. So I guess that's about it for bait fishing. That's how I do it anyhow. These are the ones caught today in the video. Hey guys, you're famous. Alright, that's it. That's bait fishing.